Today we're going to start talking about the intro to statistics. So this is going to be chapter 9.1, Intro to Statistics. And today we're going to focus primarily on statistical questions. So our first vocabulary word, we're going to say statistics. Okay, what are statistics? So anytime we're talking about statistics, we're talking about collecting, organizing, analyzing, and interpreting data. So let's write some of those things down. Collecting, organizing, analyzing, and interpreting data. So this chapter is going to be all about different forms of data, how we collect it, how we organize it, how we analyze that data, or interpret that data. So the first thing that we have to know is when we start to collect data, how is it collected? Well, usually we begin to collect data by first having a statistical question that needs to be answered. Okay, a question that will allow us to gather information that will have some variety. So let's write down our definition for a statistical question. Okay, what makes a statistical question? Okay, let's write some bullet points here. A statistical question generates a variety of answers not just one answer, not, maybe you could say factual. Okay, so let's kind of give you some examples so that you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so some different kinds of statistical questions. Okay, that's what we're going to focus on in this chapter. We have to really be able to distinguish what is a statistical question, and we're going to start to create our own statistical questions that will allow us to gather and collect data. Okay, so one kind of statistical question that we could have is a categorical question. For example, so I'm going to write examples. A categorical question would be something like, what is your favorite type of pizza? You could say, what is your favorite color? Okay, those kinds of questions are statistical questions. They're going to generate a variety of different answers. If you asked every person in the class each of these questions, you might get, some of them might be the same, but you might get also a variety. My favorite color might not be the same as your favorite color, or I might like Hawaiian pizza and maybe you like pepperoni pizza. Okay, so we're going to be able to gather a variety of answers here. There's not just one correct answer for every student in the class. Okay, another type of example that we could have for a statistical question would be a numerical question, like how many pencils does each person have in their backpack? So again, this is statistical. We're not talking about categories anymore, okay? But statistical, because we're going to get a variety of answers. There might be some students in the class that have 0 pencils in their backpack. Some might have just 1. Some might have a whole pack full of pencils. So we're going to be able to collect a variety. So the main thing that we're looking for here is that, again, it has to generate a variety of answers, not just one single answer, and it can't be just something factual. Like, for example, a non-example would be, who is the President of the United States? Okay, everyone's answer in the entire class is going to be President now, Donald Trump. Okay, so we are not going to be able to collect data or organize any data that will change. We can't really interpret or analyze anything because all of our answers are the exact same. So in order for us to be able to collect data, organize data, and analyze what that data actually means, we first have to start with a statistical question that allows us to collect a variety of different answers and then analyze what those things mean. So what I want you to do is I want you to write 2 of your own statistical questions, and I want you to give me 1 non-statistical question. So 2 statistical questions, 1 non-statistical question, and you're going to come show me in the back of the room, and then I will have an activity for you.